England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling, and there's lots of energy in the room today.
I love it. You know,
I love it
a
too.
good-
It kind of feels almost like we have an audience, like a studio audience.
Feels good.
It does feel good. Well, we've been talking about manifesting.
Did you start your book
So
last night?
if everyone's been joining us this week, this will not be news to you.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about manifesting
Yes.
just because. But also, there was a book that you had recommended.
Yes.
That I then bought, that Daryl then bought.
Absolutely.
It arrived yesterday afternoon when I got home from work, and I did start it.
What do you think so far?
I did read the first, so I only read the first chapter.
Like I said, just step one.
So I was like, that's exactly what I did. I was like,
Yeah.
let me just do step one today because I know I have the bandwidth for that.
Yes.
So I'm calling this kind of like our informal book club.
Yes.
Because
I
this is
love
now,
that.
right?
Yes.
Like, so we're now reading this and you're rereading this.
I am rereading it, yes.
So the first chapter really is just kind of like setting it up.
Yes, it is setting it up.
Like,
But you do
it's
learn a
kind of
lot.
like-
Did you read step one or just the intro?
No, step one.
Okay, all right.
Intro and step one.
Okay.
But I felt like the first chapter really is still just setting it up, and you're on the precipice
Yes.
of about to maybe be
Now, were you
doing something.
Because this is my fourth read now. So, did you like highlight?
No.
Oh, Ash, you're gonna go back and highlight.
But I don't need to. This is something I didn't.
Do you have like a photographic memory?
I don't have a photographic memory, but this is something I never really understood about people who like you're reading the book. Like,
Yeah, but I go back.
the whole thing's a highlight. I mean,
Well,
isn't it?
Well, so like the neuroscience part, which I was not the best math and science student.
Yeah.
So when they start talking about the neuroscience stuff,
Yeah.
I have to read it like 4 or 5 times to
Okay.
really let it like sink into my
I
brain.
didn't think that first chapter got into too much of that.
It touched on it.
It touched on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was good. I'm ready.
Did you do your vision board or no?
No, because all it's doing is setting you up for the vision board.
Okay.
That was all it was. It was setting you up. But I will tell you this.
Yes.
I did go on to Pinterest, and this kind of counts, I think. 'Cause I didn't.
It totally
physically-
counts.
It's like I did like a virtual vision board.
Oh my God. I think any
Yeah.
way that you do, like,
So
when
it's
you put
not
the
like
visions out there.
like I didn't get a poster board
Yes.
and cut things out of a magazine and glue them on.
Yeah.
But I kind of did. But I just did it on Pinterest.
I mean, one thing that she does say in this book, and I don't even think it mentions this in step one, but you create your vision board, and I've always kind of kept them around, but she suggests...
She said to put it away.
Put it away.
So I liked that because, of course, somebody who's obsessed with home decor and what my
Yeah.
home looks like, my very, very first thought was, am I supposed to put this up somewhere? Because that's going to look terrible.
And then, enough
I don't have like an office.
I don't want people reading also,
I don't-
too.
that's-
It can be a private thing.
That's the other thing about all of this.
Yeah.
I have no interest. This is all for me. This
Yeah.
is not for anyone
Right, as
else.
it should
this
be.
is not for show.
Yep.
This is not for, this is an Ashley thing for Ashley.
Ashley.
So, I don't need to be sharing it.
Yep.
I don't.
So let me tell you this. So I took
I don't know
out-
if that's a step or not.
No, but I think that's like a personal thing, but I took the ones out that we made last New Year's Eve. So Victoria and I made one together.
A vision board.
A vision board.
A dual vision board? Like
We did.
one?
We took like a
family
We each
vision
did. We
board?
each did. We had a poster
Okay.
board, and I created mine, and she created yours, and I mean hers, and then I put them away, and I found them, and so on New Year's Day I took them out, and I'm like, oh my God, Victoria, like look at your vision board.
Yeah. So how'd it go?
She wanted to get a puppy.
Yeah.
What happened this year?
She convinced you to get
Right,
2 puppies,
right.
actually.
So like
Somehow.
double
Yeah.
dose. She had put like in true like tween fashion. She
Yeah.
put like all like stuff that she like wanted to
Yeah.
like happen that year.
Yep.
And like a lot of it came to pass. But then what I ended up doing too was I put like each of my kids down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much time do we have?
I know. No, we haven't.
I watch this. So I'm
minute
gonna
or
pull
two,
this up
a couple
because I
minutes.
sent this to my son Alex when he was at his girlfriend's house. Alex is 20, so at least let me set the scene. And I said, look, you can see right there. I can't
Okay.
show you guys. It's super tiny. I put family.
Yeah.
And I put one thing down for each child.
Like
okay,
you wanted for
that
them.
I wanted for them.
Okay. You're also now manifesting. I hope I can make this your vision board.
I
Put
said-
me on your vision board.
I'm gonna put you on your vision board. I said, Alex, like find like a perfect match,
Yeah.
girlfriend wise.
Yeah.
He did. William, I actually said happy out of his mind.
Okay.
He is. And like only I kind of know what that means as a mom.
Yes.
Ben knows and is going to the college he wants to go to, which I knew was URI
Yeah.
at that time. That happened.
Yeah.
Henry's grades go up. Henry's grades Thank you, Jesus.
Go, Henny.
They went up.
Yes.
And that Victoria loves middle school because
Yeah.
she isn't like
Right, well,
you know
it's
my
that
thing with
age.
Victoria isn't like
It's
a big
that-
lover of school.
It's that
and like I was
age,
just
too.
showing them. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, like I said, this is what I did for
It
you
works,
guys.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I will tell you this. I believe in this because of you.
Yup.
And another example of that is I was looking at my Facebook memories today.
Okay.
Do you know what one of my memories was from today? I don't think you're going to guess this. I can't wait to tell you.
No, I have no clue.
From, I believe it was 16 years ago.
Okay.
I wrote, because this was when Facebook was like, you're writing like what you're up to.
Oh,
so
yeah,
like
yeah,
I would
yeah.
write like what we were doing on the road show that day. I said, today we're Skyping with Audrey McClellan.
Oh.
She's in LA
Oh my God, the People's Choice Awards.
for the People's Choice Awards. And I was like,
right.
fingers crossed it works because technology like this never works. Which is hilarious
That is
because
so
fast forward
funny.
to
I
now,
forgot
which we
about
do
that.
so much over Zoom,
Yeah.
which is basically Skype, and
Yeah.
now we do so much. But you were at the People's Choice Awards,
Yes.
and one of the things that you had manifested over the years was to be the host of the shows here.
I did, yeah.
And now you're here, but we were like Skyping with you for that.
Wow, that is
Isn't that crazy?
It's funny because my Matt screenshot a picture. It was Tim Gunn, Greta Monahan, and myself. And at that time, I remember they said we need a celebrity fashion guy. We need a true like host with Greta
Yeah.
Monahan.
Yep.
And then I remember them saying we need like a blogger. And I remember them like. And then I
Yeah.
remember when I met Tim Gunn, he was like, "So you're the blogger?" And I said, he goes, "You're nothing what I thought you would be."
Yeah, right.
Because blogging 16 years ago
Right.
was still very like
Different,
unknown. As crazy as it sounds, social
Yeah.
media has just skyrocketed. But
Yeah.
wow, what a
So chapter
crazy
1.
thing.
So maybe next week we'll report back in.
Yes,
on the,
I'm
on the
excited for every
manifesting.
step for you.
It'll be great. So we have a big
Oh.
show today. Stick around. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. We are so excited about our next guest. We have Ericka Atwell-Cardona who's here, and we love Ericka. I have to say, as a side note, before we start this interview, I met Ericka really in person for the first time a few months ago, and your energy was through the roof. I remember just feeling like such a connection with you, like immediately out of the gate. And you're the founder of EJOYA Productions, and I loved how you described yourself. I even wrote it on like a little sticky note because I thought this was really cool. You're a Swiss Army knife of the entertainment world.
Oh, I
'Cause as
love that.
I was like diving into the things that you obviously have accomplished and that you do and that you've done, and you've done everything. So it was almost I couldn't even come up with any other way. And then I read that line and I said, what a perfect way to describe what
yeah,
you do.
I like that.
I had to make sense of it, right? It's just I've had a lot of different experiences and I've grown through each one, and it's really allowed me to really understand myself and what I want to do with my life, which is kind of amazing. It took my time. It's been a slow burn, but it's been worth it. And I now own this production company and I'm enjoying what I do, which is really my definition of success.
Yeah, I would say
That's
so. And
unbelievable.
I've recently been interviewing people because we had an open position here. And that's actually like one of the things I would ask people is like, what does success mean to you?
Yeah.
Because it helps you to kind of understand where people are in their life. And I think the way that you see it is like a great representation of like understanding who you are, being where you are, and all of that.
Yeah.
Because we all do so many different things.
Yeah.
And over the years, so I think just like, you know, finding what it is that you're meant to be doing.
Relentlessly pursuing.
Yes.
You know, and it takes a lot of grit, and it takes a lot of looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, yes, my approval matters, what I do matters, and what I want to give matters. And it's been really fun. You know, what I thought my life would be isn't in the most amazing way. I will share that in 2018, I lost my brother, Bo, who was my biggest angel, and I had the first, like, biggest audition of my career for Warner Brothers, and he passed the next day. And it redefined success to me in a beautiful way where I realized that, guys, I'm already successful.
Yeah.
I'm a great daughter, I'm a great sister, a great friend, and now I'm a great wife. Like, life is so beautiful, and coming home, it's like one of those coming home stories.
Yeah.
I never knew that I could do what I loved on my own home turf, and some days I think I'm crazy, but when I feel and I see people doing well because of the stuff that I'm trying to do, it makes me really proud.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, because
It really is.
you're a Rhode Island girl. but you're back now. Take us through, a brief synopsis of your journey to get back home.
I'll give you the cliff notes. Well, I realized that the most important thing is that you can't buy time.
Yeah.
And no matter what, being in LA, I would always come home to Rhode Island, whether it be summertime, every break I could. I love my family so much.
Yeah.
And so that's obviously my number one factor. And then, guys, I got married. So, as soon as I got myself a husband out there, I was like, yeah, we're moving.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
And he's from Florida, so it works out perfect. It's like the Rhode Island dream. It's like, he's like,
It really
when
is.
are we going back to Florida? So that's like something I have to contend with.
Perfect.
These are good problems to have.
Yep.
But yeah, so I worked in the industry. I worked for Paula Abdul. I started up my career working for her as her executive personal assistant, traveling the world.
Amazing.
Incredible experiences. I worked for Joel Gallen, a huge icon in the live TV world, like Independent Spirit Awards, iHeartMedia Awards, MTV Film Awards. There's so many things. The Comedy Central roasts. So I worked in comedy a lot, and I worked on The Goldbergs, which is my love letter to the industry.
Yes.
It was the cruelest joke ever. Wendy McClendon-Covey, she's number 1 on the call sheet, and I was her stand-in, so it was like I had my own TV show until they were like, hey, where's my mark, honey? But, a lot of what I did out there, I also worked with a Hollywood Reporter, and did about town stuff and red carpets. But a lot of what I did was just followed what my personal yes was. And I worked in casting, and so I get to learn a lot of other people's dreams, and I get to give pulses to those dreams. And I've never come from a place of lack, because I really believe that there's enough for everybody. But I also believe that opportunity is when, preparation? What is it? When preparation meets opportunity.
Yes, that's what it is.
And so I've lived by that, and I've lived by my personal mantra that I only want to work with people that I respect and admire.
Yeah.
And so now I've got some really exciting things in the pipeline, and I just wrote my first feature. I'm aligning with all of my network.
That's amazing.
And just step by step, though. I'm in my own race.
You're in your own race.
That's it.
Tell me this, when did you first realize that you wanted to, the entertainment? And listen, a lot of people say, my daughter, who's 12, would be like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to be in the movies, right? But it's different. Like you said, it takes grit, and it takes, passion and hard work, dedication to kind of go for it.
Right.
How did you have that?
Guys, I literally had I had nothing else better coming in. And I just said to myself, at first I actually looked at New York, and I went there. Guys, I remember everything, by the way. Talk about manifesting, vision boards. One thing I'll say about a vision board is that I believe when you're cutting out the intention, you have to feel it, like you said in that book. I'm just so excited for you to read this.
That's
book,
it.
by the
Did
way.
you
And I
read
read
it?
the book
That's kind of what it is. It's about that first chapter was really visual, how to really visualize yourself in something, not just I want this.
Yeah, you got to feel it.
You have to feel what it is that you're attracting.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that coupled with journaling, I've been able to look at the past. I just turned 40. I'm in the 40 club.
You don't look
welcome
40
to the
at
club.
all.
But I'm in the club. I love this club.
It actually is the best
It's a great club.
It
It's
really
the
is.
best club.
It really is.
And people just say that, but I want to live by that and
Yes.
just take on this next decade with a lot of this passion and force and experience. But shiny objects, where was I?
No, the journaling. So how did you bring the journaling and the manifestation to get you where you really wanted to go?
Yeah, so I think that a part of the journaling is, and I've been able to see the success that I've had with just starting with just an intention. And a lot of my journaling, what I realized too, is I look back at my journals, and a lot of them would start with Dear God.
Yes.
All of my passages, And so I don't know. I think that there's something going on here with co-creation, and I've been able to trust myself because I didn't have some fancy degree to lay back on any job offers, whatever. So I said to myself, well, I'm gonna. And I read this book actually in my early 20s, and it was this girl. I wish I could remember it. But she said that in her 20s, she took that as her experience years. And
I love that.
I took that thought and tried it on. And I was like, ooh, I love that.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
So I have never been above any of the jobs to get me that much closer.
Yeah.
And, my mom will joke, I had to convince Starbucks to hire me when I first moved to LA because I had to change my phone number. I had to, taking buses, 6 buses a day, all of that stuff. I looked at each and every experience as, ooh, I'm adding character answer to myself.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm adding to my life story.
Yeah.
It's going to feel that much better when I get there looking back. And I think that what happened with the strikes is, you get to the top of one mountain and that's literally the bottom of the next.
Yeah.
And I just said to myself, I surrendered. I think that manifestation is also surrendering.
Yeah.
And so I really prayed about it. My husband and I got married in 2023. And the week before we got married, a home, an old farmhouse, 5 houses away from my parents, went on the market.
Amazing.
And when I was in that yard, I said to myself, okay, Bo, I'm meant to be home.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like, but I know that if I'm betting on myself and it comes from me, I will figure it out. So first, my husband really wanted me to open a Pilates studio. And I did too, because, staying in shape in Rhode Island, guys, I don't know. It's like, we could be bears all winter.
Yeah, no,
Tell me about
that's
it.
another
Tell me
journey
about
that
it.
we're on as well.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about yesterday,
Yeah.
like you're happy to be back at work because you can
Yes.
clothes
Get better
back.
clothes.
Hi,
Right.
I'm cozy today, but I like to fit in my clothes
Yes.
too. And so, but as we were transitioning, we were renovating this home, 120-year-old home.
Wow.
I love that.
And I was sitting there in the dining room of my parents. My husband's a saint. We lived with my parents. I love them. They're easy though.
Yeah.
I was there and I looked at my brother on the wall and I was like, all right, what am I good at? What can I give? And so that's just what I've been focused on, is what I'm giving. But now I'm excited because I'm back in the driver's seat and I'm creating.
Yeah, let's talk about what
Yes.
you're doing. Let's talk about some of your projects.
So would love for you guys to come. I have shows on the 20th or the 22nd of next month. So I created Sketch Rhode Island. This past summer, working with the film festival as their director of community engagement and development, that's like firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
All of
I
my
can
Hollywood
imagine.
networking, all of this stuff. It's so much fun. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But I also need to creatively make sure that I'm filling my own cup while I'm filling others. And so I asked myself for my brother's birthday in June, I said, well, I got to give my brother a birthday gift. What am I going to give him? And I had this crazy idea that I would bring back the concept of sketch. And I did that in LA on a big scale.
Yeah.
Like 40 members in a troupe. We would get our scripts the morning on Saturday and put up a show on Sunday night.
Oh my God.
Just, and it's so much fun. And I was like, I miss performing, first of all. And I know that if I'm going to do that, I got to put myself in the driver's seat. And so I got a bunch of actors that I really believe in here locally that I know are going to show up because they want it.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like breadcrumbing and building these acting classes. And as soon as I knew I built the community, I was like, it's time.
That was it. You were all in.
So in November, we launched. We had 2 sold-out shows.
Oh, that's
this time, I
awesome.
need to add more shows.
Yep.
But it's out of my partnership with the Artist Exchange, which I'm, by the way, supposed to be there today. But my students, I love you.
You'll be done so soon.
Yeah.
We love you for doing this.
No. I love them so much. And I also include 4 of my actors from the day program from the Artist Exchange that I incorporated in this Sketch Rhode Island group.
Wow.
But it's a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
Because I know what I expect from my actors.
Yeah.
And I'm working my butt off to give them great material to shine. And let's just see if I can do it again. But the idea is that it's every 6 weeks I bring them through rehearsals.
Right.
And then on the 7th week we have our shows and then we have a week off.
Okay.
Because consistency is key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With anything, really.
Right.
You've got to, as an actor, you should always be working on your craft.
Yeah.
Even myself, I take casting director workshops. I do a bunch of things. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. But it's relevant because relationships are so important in this too.
Yeah.
And when I have people that I believe in, I mean, I just will go till the end for them. And these actors that I have in this group right now, I am so excited. I can't wait to be here in a year from now and tell you what we've been able to do together because this will transition. My main goal is to make movies.
I was just going to ask you that. Is that the?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That is happening.
Yep.
But not like all great things. They take time.
They take time.
And also they take
Timing.
funds. So anyone out there who wants to donate to my production company, let's go.
Exactly. You've got to put it out there.
Yeah,
You
but in
have
the
to.
meantime, I'm just trying to be really good to everyone that I know in the industry who is also in their own pursuit. And if I have a connection, I'm not a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If I can hook someone up, I take great pride in that. I just need to know that they deliver.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, you're a
Because
girl's girl, but you got to make sure
100%.
you. Yeah.
And you learn when you get burned. You learn about giving.
Yeah.
And I'm a big giver, but you also have to be, you know, measured with that. But
Ericka, we could have you on for an entire hour.
Yeah,
this is not enough.
This has been
our
good.
time
This
is
has
not
been
enough.
good.
it's been so fun.
We really
amazing.
do need to start maybe having hour-long shows.
I know, we could go a little bit longer because I mean, I literally could
Order it
chat with you for another 30 minutes.
I know. I feel like we're just starting to dive in.
Thank you for coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing like
Your energy.
your energy and your dreams and
Yeah.
just
You
your
guys-
motivation.
Thank you, but you guys are the ones that are sitting pretty, you know, like what you guys do in the community, and you give people a platform to be seen and shine. That's so beautiful to me. So
thank
I
you for saying
appreciate
that.
the work that you guys do right
Thank
back. And thanks
you.
for having me
Oh, we-
today.
Oh, we
It's-
loved
it was
having you.
And
great
come to the
having
show.
you.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I
come
would
to
love
the
to
show.
come to
We're
a
gonna get all
show.
the information out there too. What a great thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Ericka,
Sketch
you're
Rhode
the best.
Island.
Sketch
Follow
Rhode Island.
us.
Sketch Rhode Island,
I
I
gotta
love
be better
it.
with the social media, but I'm getting
You'll
there.
get there. One thing at a time. One thing at a
One thing at a
time.
time.
Yes.
And same for us. One thing at a time.
Yes.
But stick around because we will be right back with you.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Of course, one of the biggest things in New
Yes.
England is truly our sports teams, and specifically, especially in this moment,
Yes.
the Patriots. Now,
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend I know all about sports. I don't. But I do know about pop culture.
Yes, you
and
do.
I do
Yes,
know
you do.
about current events. So
Yes.
I know that the Patriots are doing well, and boy, are we happy about it.
Everyone's thrilled.
We are thrilled. So anyway, we caught up. Well, we didn't catch up with Sheena
Sheena did,
Lowe.
yep.
Caught up with John Rook, who was one of the announcers there, and found out a little bit more about what goes on there. Take a look.
I think it's great. Let's enjoy the ride while we can. Life's too short, right?
You don't see him at Gillette, but you sure do hear him.
So we'll put on our best show, and hopefully the team will also do that as well.
Completion for 12 yards.
John Rook has been announcing Patriots games at Gillette Stadium for 34 seasons. There's power in his words and the ones that are notably missing.
At the time, I said, how can we get the crowd, to jump on what you're saying? And we came up with the idea of the whole first down bit that we do. That's good for another Patriots. And the funny thing about it is, in 34 years, I have never said first down. I lead up to it and I stop, and the crowd is always taken off, with it. And so we just left it like that. And so that's been sort of a trademark that we've done over a really long time. And a lot of teams have copied, but I'm proud to say we started it.
If you've been here in person, you can hear the crowd saying first down in your head right now, a longtime tradition, all while Rook has his own too.
Funny as it is, my wife, Robin, who you just met, she's my spotter in the booth. And so Robin has on the headset, and she has a direct line to me. She calls the numbers out, and I let him go.
Sitting at his Westport home with him, he reflects on the wild ride, including the whiplash from last season to this one, night and day.
Boy, it's a different vibe. And the fans can feel it. And so naturally, it's a lot easier to do your job when the vibe is as energetic as it has been.
Audrey, there's that word again. Vibe.
I know.
It's all about the energy and the vibes. It really is.
And I do. I'm obviously we've grown up with him. And,
Yeah.
just like his voice, and my father is a huge fan of his. So even but I was talking while we were watching it. I love that his wife is with him too.
Yeah.
It really is so cool.
It is cool, and he's a wonderful guy. We've had him in studio before, and Brendan's done.
See, I've never met him,
So
so-
Brendan's done a lot of things with him. We've had him in studio. He is a really great person. Like you said,
Yeah.
I love that he also has his wife with him when he's
Yeah.
doing it. But like he said, it really is exciting right now, I think, for fans
Yes.
to and that's to get all whatever again, but the highs and lows.
the highs
of
and the
life.
lows, right.
Because how excited is everyone right now? And nobody would be probably that excited.
Yeah.
If we didn't have those seasons where, it wasn't like that.
And
so,
even as he was talking about how the energy and the vibe is so much better now. But I thought, you know what? But still, when we were having a tough time, he still went in. He
Yep.
still made it exciting.
Yep.
He kept showing up.
Yeah.
He kept
and
coming
probably
in.
loved it.
Still loved it. Right.
Loved it.
But I'm sure this is a blast for him right now.
Yeah, really fun to see, and go Pats, right?
Go Pats.
Pats. But watch all our sports to learn more about that.
The Steelers. My sons would not be happy. to
Oh,
hear that, but whatever.
don't say that.
I know.
Audrey.
I said, go Pats.
Thank you for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.